Yelena Belova. My baloney has a first name. Final figure. Let's go. Alright, so here she is in the package. She's got the torso and looks like the shoulder pieces for Crimson Dynamo. Box art is fresh, just like everything in the wave. I think I'm going to keep these boxes. Maybe make a collage or something out of it. Check out my inner artiste. A product of the Red Room's Ruthless Training Program, Yelena Belova is a fiery assassin. Alright, inner cage, you got a ton of BAF pieces. You've got the figure herself, and then you've got her two sidearms right there. Alright, here's everything outside the box. You got 4 BAF pieces, which is a lot, considering they could have put some of these other pieces in the other boxes. And she's got 2 extra hands. Those are her gun grip hands. And she's got 2 pistols. Alright, so the paint job on her looks pretty good. Again, it's hard to mess up white. She's got almost all white except for her green vest and, you know, her hands, where she has her wrist bracelets that shoot and her fingerless gloves. Over here, oh, spoke too soon. Right on the side on her seam, where the back and front plates are joined, it's white. They didn't get the green paint in there. And then the bottom of the vest here, the white is bleeding up into it. God, her neck and head look awful from the side. That is ridiculous. All right, the bleed is not as bad on this side. There's some white here and some white bleed here, but the seam actually got painted. Legs look okay. Again, white. Here on her back, you can see that there's white paint right here, white paint right around there, white paint under there. It should be green. Got the serial number on the back. Woohoo! Alright, this is her with her head looking all the way down. Her chin doesn't get anywhere close to her chest. Why? Because of that neck. Her neck is way too long. Dude, look at that thing. Her head is like floating off of her body. I don't know what they were thinking there. That neck, it's skinny, it's long. The head kind of floats on top of it. Now look when her head is straight ahead. That doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry. I don't know. Are there other figures like this? I haven't seen one yet of all the figures I've unboxed. It doesn't even look like a neck. It looks like they just, like that's a prototype stem or something and they forgot to switch it out. All right, her head doesn't lean back much either. I don't know why. The head is really loose on top of the neck where it's sitting on the ball, probably because the head doesn't touch anything but neck. You do get 360 degrees on the head. There's a close-up on her face. It's kind of weird. It looks like, you ever played one of those video games where you can take your own picture and scan it into the game? That's what it looks like. It looks like somebody scanned a picture of somebody's face and then put it on there. It's really weird and kind of ekes me out. I don't know, it's different. I don't know what to say about it. Doesn't look bad, but it definitely doesn't look good. Alright, so she's got a single jointed elbow, but she's got better range than the Widow figures, unless my memory is failing me. But it seems like when you bend her arm in, it gets a little bit closer to her head than the Widow figures do. Alright, the arm doesn't go very high. Goes shoulder height, parallel. Now, she is on a rocker. She doesn't get a lot of rock there. Very limited. She does get 100% on her torso swivel. You can see her feet are facing forward, body's facing backwards. Freaky. Double jointed knee with the crazy flexibility. Her foot is actually resting on the top of her butt. I've seen a couple figures where it touches it, but it's kind of like barely touching it. It's flush. And her toes pointed straight up, but you can see, let me lean in there a little bit. You can see that it's actually touching her butt. So that's great. Great, great, great. All right, you can see the foot range there. And of course, both feet are on rockers. But pretty good flexibility. Points pretty high up in the front. That's as much bend as she gets. So not much at all. She can barely bend forward. Decent split. Even though she has thigh holsters, you can still turn her thighs around 360 degrees. Her holsters do move, but they don't come off. See, I slid that one to the back of her leg. Now it's back to the side where it should be. So she's shipped in the box with one gun hand and one fist hand. I'm going to swap out that fist hand for a gun hand so you can see how she looks holding both her pistols. She does swivel at the elbow joint, so you can do a pose like this where the gun is kind of held sideways, which anyone that knows anything about shooting knows that you don't actually turn your gun sideways like that and shoot. But it always looks cool in movies. Kick in the door, wave in my 4-4. All right, well, let me know what you think of her. She's cool. I'm not that impressed. I'm thrown off by the face scan because, like I said, it looks kind of like a printout, but I'm really disturbed by the neck. I don't like it at all. I don't even understand why it was necessary, but it looks really bad. And every time I see it from anywhere but the front, it just, I mean, it's inexcusable. So if you're building the BAF, I mean, I guess you got to buy each one, but if you're just picking and choosing your favorite figures from this line, I cannot recommend this one. She's got good body parts. Legs are solid. They're not too skinny. They hold up. They click well. Paint jobs, pretty good. But just off that neck alone, I mean, it gets to me, but you know, I have some OCD in me, so sound off in the comments. Let me know if you think that that is a non-negotiable and if that kills it for you, or if you dig her and you're gonna grab her anyway. Till next time, geek out.